Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. My goodness me, last night Sony, just as I was going to bed in the UK, announced that they would be refunding digital copies of Cyberpunk 2077. Not only that, they were taking the extra step and actually removing it from the digital store until further notice. You can still purchase physical copies of the game, but they will not be selling the game digitally. CD Projekt Red responded to that, saying that they've been working with Sony on this and they hope to have it back up on the PlayStation Store as soon as possible. I did a video literally 2 hours ago about this. However, of course, because of the state of the game, because of the state of it more on last-gen consoles, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, I can't see it returning to the PlayStation Store until at least the end of February, beginning of March next year. And the reason why I stress that is because of the plan that CD Projekt Red have laid out to patch the game. There's going to be a patch this next week, I believe, and then there's going to be a bigger patch coming in January, and then another big patch coming in February. So if they're planned patches to fix the game, why would you put it back onto the store in a non-fixed state? Wouldn't make a lot of sense. But Microsoft had remained quiet on that literally until a few moments ago. And we have the early, and I say early because CD Projekt Red have yet to respond to this, and they're not saying something which I'll go into momentarily as well. Cyberpunk 2077, this from the Xbox support. To ensure that every player can get the experience they expect on Xbox, we will be expanding our existing refund policy to offer full refunds to anyone who purchased Cyberpunk 2077 digitally from the Microsoft Store until further notice, with a link that will take you through to the refund process. While we know the developers at CD Projekt Red have worked hard to ship Cyberpunk 2077 in extremely challenging circumstances, not acceptable. Don't bullshit and don't protect them. This game's been in development for 7 freaking years. It's only challenging circumstances if the shareholders are forcing them to get it out the door. And again, that's not the gamer's problem. That's not our fault. It's not our fault that the shareholders want their fucking money in a certain quarter. Put a game out when it's fucking ready to go out. Stop this bullshit bollocks of we'll patch it along the way. Sorry, I know I'm getting animated, right? But I've been defending CD Projekt Red all the fucking time, and it's just shown itself to be no more different than any of the other bullshit merchants out there. You release a game when it's ready. You're wanting money off people. People are paying for a product they believe to be complete. And when you've lied, like CD Projekt lied, about the state of the game, about how ready it is, that's not our problem. That's your problem. If it's not in a fit state to go out and the shareholders getting antsy, tell the shareholders to fucking get back in their boxes. But no, you take it out on the customer. You abuse the customer, you take the customer's money, and you think the more money we get in, the harder it'll be, or the less likely it'll be for people to go, oh, give us a refund, because they've got to go through the whole process of getting it sorted, going to the shop, blah, 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 blah. You rely on the customer giving you the benefit. Screw you. Screw you. So don't start defending. I know I got triggered. Got well triggered by this attempted defense. Don't defend indefensible practices. Excuse me. We also realize that some players have been unhappy with the current experience on older consoles. It's not just older consoles. I have an Xbox Phoenix, an Xbox Series X. Whereas I certainly haven't had the level of problems that the previous consoles have had. I have been besieged with multiple bugs, ones which I've just chosen to ignore, characters not coming in correctly, animations on them not working properly, you know, lighting problems, glitches with floating objects, all this kind of bog standard, when I say bog standardy stuff, glitches. We know some games are going to have glitches. We know that as much as you want to try, it's not going to be perfect, but it's how close it really is to being fixed. And in this case, it was nowhere near. Then I've had other problems when I've tried to interact with objects and then they just get blown back 200 odd meters, falling through the world, which I caught on camera and showed you at the beginning of one of my videos. These are not just basic problems. And that was on your latest machine. So don't, again, try and play it down, Microsoft. Stop it. So it's not older consoles, it's all the bloody consoles. To date, we have granted refunds to the vast majority of customers who have requested one, which means they have denied some. So it's not a guarantee that they're going to give it to you. To request an Xbox refund for Cyberpunk 2077, please follow the steps listed on our Xbox refund page now. So, without looking at, let's just open it up. Request a refund. Submitting a request does not guarantee a refund. Most purchases are not eligible for a refund after 14 days. So we're gonna see what the questions are. Why don't I see my purchase on the list? So fingers crossed. I'm gonna go through this process. I'm not gonna go through this process right now, but I'm gonna go through this process because I'm gonna see if I can get a refund. Because I've if you saw the previous video I made, I'll just briefly say. I played it, just finished one person's story, and then I left it. And I really was like plowing on because I just wanted to finish the story because the story was interesting and I was engaged in it. But after I'd finished it, I was like, now I just want to leave the game and I'll get back to it when it's in a fit state. When it's in a state to be played the way that they have shown off the game to be played. The way that they have promoted the product. And so it would just be interesting to see whether or not they decide to give me a refund. But this isn't guaranteed. But they're trying to do what PlayStation? They're trying to copy Sony now, because if they didn't copy Sony, they'd be seen to be the bad boys out of the two. But you can clearly see by the wording and the simping here, they are desperate to try and protect CD Projekt Red, and they will make a determination on whether or not you can get yourself a refund. Look, this whole business has just been an absolute fucking disaster, right? If I was Microsoft, I'd just go, if you want a refund, we'll give you a refund. That's what I would say. I wouldn't be bollocksing around with request a refund. We'll have a look. We'll say, just give your customers a fucking refund, right? If they want one, they'll buy something else. Don't get all just like, you know, antsy. Oh no, we're gonna lose our little cut of money here, our little scrap, our little crumb of pussy. They'll spend it on something else. They'll put it on something else. You'll get it back some way or another. But the fact that this was probably the most anticipated game of the year, 4 years. You were hoping, and you know, and as we've seen for the sales of them, fast sales, 8 million pre-orders for day one, with a big split, still 40-something% going to consoles. So if you want to get pedantic, you want to get finicky about giving people a refund, fuck off, just give it to them. And then let CD Projekt Red finish the game it should have been finished. The way it should have been finished. As I said, it doesn't matter whether or not you're not having the amount of bugs or problems that somebody else is having. You just got lucky. This is a bigger picture that we have to look at. We have to look at all the people who are having the problems. And not just say, well, I'm all right, Jack. But Microsoft will be offering refunds. Whether or not you get one, we'll see. We'll see. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do get a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links in the description box down below. I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.